Hey everybody, today is Thursday, May 14th, 2020. A little bit of rainy day, but who knows, sometimes that sun does peek out on these kind of days and it helps brighten our day, literally and figuratively. Makes us a little happier sometimes to get that sunlight and be outside and see it and feel it on our skin. Today's message is try new things. That could be a food. I recently went to Aldi. I found these coconut cookie sticks. Love coconut, but they looked a little weird. Tried some, delicious. So of course I'm going to go back and try to get more because they were really good. Okay, so maybe you want to try a new game. Maybe you really have never played badminton, something like that. It's fun. Maybe give it a try. Maybe you don't like it. That's great. At least you know you tried it. You don't like it. Okay. I found a new fun game for myself. Excuse me. Last summer, I think it's called Can Jam. It's a frisbee. You throw it into a plastic, looks almost like a garbage can. You get points for if it lands in the top or in a little slot in the front, or if you just hit the can. So it's kind of, try some fun new stuff. If you like it, great. Keep that in your little toolbox of fun things you can do, especially things like on a rainy day. Things to do inside. Maybe find something new to play. Maybe make up a game. Maybe it's a new book. You know what I mean? Maybe you like funny books, but maybe you find one that's just a really good story with almost like a little bit of seriousness to it. Okay, so find something that you like, something new, give it a try. All right, we're Truth. The Great Wall of China spans roughly 4,500 miles. That's almost as long as the continent of Africa. Sheep burps contribute to global warming. The heaviest known lobster weighed 44.6 pounds. September begins on the same day of the week as December every year. A woman in California, USA, remembers almost every day of her life since she was 11. Well, you talk about a supercomputer. That lady has a supercomputer, her brain. All right, so that first extra credit question I'm going to tie into this Great Wall of China fun fact. Let's say that was half of the wall. Maybe it was a semicircle, maybe half a circle, and they close it in with the other half. How many miles total would the Great Wall of China be? Okay, there's your fun extra credit question of the day. All right, so as far as assignments go, again, turn in anything that might be missing, especially that review test if you have not done so yet. Few people still need to turn in their polygon lists from last week, the indoor-outdoor list, 10 of each. And this week's bar graphing or pictographing. Okay, bar graphs vertical or horizontal. These are vertical, up and down. Horizontal, when you think of horizontal, and this would be turned, these bars would be turned, think about the horizon line, right? The horizon line goes across from left to right. Okay, so horizontal is the horizon line, sideways, left to right. Have all the elements that you need, the categories for the sides, the title of the graph, and your scale. What are you counting by in your graph? And if you only surveyed 10 people, you might want to go by something like 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. If you surveyed more, that's awesome. Your graphs will look better, okay? And the more choices you have, think about what the bars might look like then. If you offered somebody 10 choices and you only asked 10 people, then your bars would be very small, and some would be blank probably. Okay, so the more people you get, the better your graph will often look. Pictograph, using those pictures to signify the number of things that you surveyed. Okay. By the way, don't forget, you could do least favorites, least likely things, your least favorite vegetable. I think my girls would pick everything I said. You can put your things like lima beans, broccoli, asparagus, zucchini, like some of those things I just mentioned, my girls wouldn't even try. So if you actually try those, good for you guys. That would be like this up here. You're trying those new things. I always try to introduce them to asparagus, and I try to make it different ways, but that seems to be one I cannot twist their arms into actually trying. All right, this last extra credit. Count all your shoes and multiply them by 3. Let me know the answer. And I'll be embarrassed to tell you my answer later, but I do like shoes. I do like especially tennis shoes. I like to hunt for them on the cheap, so I do kind of collect that kind of stuff too. All right. The fun item of the day for me is this button that says read. And the library every year, probably this year too, except it'll be online, I'm guessing, if they do it. But the library always wants you to read. It wants you to keep on reading, because the only way to get better with reading, just like everything else, is to practice. Okay, so this is an old button they gave for signing up for the reading program. And I think when we used to do this, we used to get things like stickers and bookmarks and pencils. And I want to say that like the grand prize a lot of times was like 2 tickets to go see the Cleveland Indians play baseball, which we don't know if that's going to happen yet this year. But anyways, this was the one item that I kept. I do collect buttons as well. I probably have like 150 buttons, different buttons. But anyways, yeah, so think about those fun things you collect now. This is your time. You can collect things. And you can enjoy them when you get older. You look at them later in life and you can say, oh man, I remember this. You could tell stories to your kids or each other with your friends. You can reminisce and talk about things that you have that your friends might also have. I think Mr. Went, actually I saw him at the post office, and we talked about how we both kind of held on to our Transformers or sold them, and kind of like remembered and wanted to reconnect with our past. So we end up finding them again, and not that we play with them per se, but definitely they're like cool to look at. It's a good, fun childhood memory. All right, you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.